Um, hello? What's this? Well, apparently this is Sparta now. I don't know what's happened to it, but this is what we have now. What's up, everybody? Spartan Overdrive here. We are back in the world of Buildanauts. It's about to be nighttime, the worst possible time to record, so I figured, let's record. Why not? You might have seen a little bit of a clip at the beginning showing me falling through the sky. That was Sparta. For some reason, the game didn't save right, and I'm a little bit upset about it, but it's okay. We'll get over it, won't we? This is early access after all. We have to expect some craziness. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much, because that will definitely kill my motivation for this game. There are a couple things that are kind of killing it already. We'll review those as we get to them, but we are having to start over with Sparta 2 right here, population 1. Oh my goodness. And so I'm going to basically build our way back up to where we were before, and I'm just going to follow this stuff here. I want to see how far I can get through it, because apparently this stuff is what gets you faster, better, bigger, all the good stuff that you want to get. And I've already upgraded my build team as high as they can go for this level 1 or whatever. Maybe I can build them up higher now, because these three things here, the road, the sidewalk, and the house, which is the simplest house, because I know already from the stream that we did, I'm going to have to evict this poor little lady later on. So I just built the most plain vanilla house I could. And as you can see, I flattened this place out like crazy, because I think that is the key to keep us from having all the terrain issues that we had earlier. Now, hopefully they do fix all that stuff and we don't have to do that in the future, but for now I think it's a pretty good solution. We've got this huge flattened out area, so I'm just going to flatten everything out before I even get to the building portion of it. Okay, that's what I say. That's what we're going to do. So first and foremost, let's get after doing this stuff. Let's get our decorator item. Let's build a grocery store, nightlife, all that good stuff, and then let me do all that off camera and come back to you, since we've done this before in the last video. All right, guys, it is sun up, so just in time. Where's that sun? Is that it? I thought that was the moon for a second, but apparently it is the sun. Just in time, we finished this up. We got the grocery store built right there, which means since it's a corner grocery store, we're going to go ahead and make a corner road right here as we did previously. And as you can see, I'm not getting ahead of myself this time, but I did do a little decorating over here. It's a little bit wonky. Took kind of a little bit forever, but we got a little bit of a garden for this house here, just in time for me to evict our only citizen. Because why did I think it was a lady earlier? I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe it was a lady in the last world that we had. I can't remember now, but anyways, we're going to evict this man here, because it tells us to do it right here. So the thing to do is to get the building going first, because that's the stuff that takes forever, and then you can go do this little odd and end stuff first. So the first thing, we need to evict somebody, but that doesn't take a second. Let's go ahead and get this restaurant building, because that is a thing, and the two houses that we need. Those are the things that are going to take a while. So I guess what we ought to do is figure out our layout here. I'm guessing since we've got a grocery store here, that's like a neighborhood market or whatever, but we need a restaurant and all that good stuff. I'm thinking business should be out this way, like a commercial area, and then we'll put some housing out this way, and we'll kind of mix and match everything as time goes on. But let's go ahead, since we've got to build so many houses anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and get the first one started right in the chow. So let's go ahead, and I feel like I said let's go ahead about 50 times. Have I done that? I think I have. So anyways, let's grab this right here. And then we can extend our road out directly in front of us, and we'll go out about the same amount that we already were. Hit E, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's the wrong button. How about W? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know what? Let's double that. 2, 3, 4, 5 again, and E. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, because that's what I did last time, and yeah, and that was not the best thing. So I want to also make sure that I got sidewalks everywhere, because you have to have sidewalks to build anything. Anything and everything has to be built off of a sidewalk. Now here's my concern. I don't know if I can do this. Can I show you guys this right here? The camera's still a little wonky. See how this is overhanging? I think it's going to work okay because it's still above it. But let's go ahead and get this. We got a car in the town. We got a car and we got a person right here. There's only a population of 1 people. How is this even happening? That's what I want to know. How are we getting a car driving on a road, just doing laps, doing circles, like Daytona 500 or something over here. And then we got one person here. Is this a self-driving car? Is that what's going on? Why are you driving around for no reason, self-driving car? We got one citizen. You just waiting for him to come need to be picked up? Oh, you know what? He needs to be able to get across the street too, doesn't he? He certainly does. And guess what? Crosswalks is one of the things we need to put on this thing. So I'm going to build a road going this way. I'm going to build a crosswalk going this way. And I'm going to build a house there and there. And you know what? Let's evict this guy first and foremost, because you know what? He needs it. Because why not? All right, so how do we evict somebody? I think what we're going to do is go here. We're going to grab our hammer tool right here. And what happens? Yes, it does, because it's lit up in blue. That means it works. So we hit E in front of it. Do we hit E? Nope, we don't. We have to hit this. That makes sense. We want to make sure that we do this one. $10,000 in our pocket, and that guy went away, but his self-driving car is still here to play. So yeah, we need to build him another house, and I'm going to get to working on that right now. Well, I thought I'd bring you guys back in because, oh yeah, look at this beautiful house. We still don't have a whole lot of options as far as textures goes, but we are gaining them slowly but surely. And then also these trees just kind of disappeared on me. When I evicted this lady, apparently we lost this one and this one. So I went through and added some more, and I forgot you can actually adjust their size with the arrow keys, which is pretty nice. So what I want to do now is bring you guys in to see if we can, instead of doing a blueprint, and I should have saved that, by the way. I think there's an option to save and I forgot to do it, but instead of doing a blueprint, you see how I've got the sidewalk going back? What I want to try to do is I want to try to see if I can build a little bit of a custom situation, and I want it to be, we'll say we'll start it here. So if we get out the drawing pad, I think we can actually, so the arrow keys will move it back and forth, and we want it to be right about here because I want this to be a little off-centered. And now I think I actually have, yes, I have the ability to use my WASD keys to actually expand this thing, making it a little bit bigger, which is pretty cool. So I want this to be a little off-center. Now I would really like it to be, I'd really like it to be out here somewhere. I want to push it out this way so the sidewalk goes into the place. But I don't think I can do that yet. So they're just going to have a big front yard is all it's going to be. In fact, you know what? I don't think I want it that big. So let's exit out of here. And let's use our jackhammer. Q, I have learned, is basically undo for anything, even when you're doing the build itself. So I'm going to show you some stuff I've learned here just a second ago. And we'll put it here. Yeah. This is good right here. Slide it over, and then I think W is it? W goes further back, and D goes further wide. That's a pretty big house right there. In fact, it might be a little too big compared to the one next to it. So let's go about right there and slide it over one. Yes, I want it a little bit off-centered because we do like the asymmetry. It looks pretty sharp. All right, so that's going to be it. We're going to say, yes, draw something here. So now if I draw something, I think, let's try this out. I think if I draw something starting, let's see if I start way out here, what's it going to do? Nothing. No, I'm hitting right mouse. That's what it was. Okay, if I draw out here like this, okay, it's going to draw a slab. That makes sense. And then if I draw over here but don't want it here, I think I can not right click. I think it's Q. Yeah. So I press Q and then drag it, and that erases it. Because before I was just clicking on that and it was just drawing more and more and more. So that's a little misleading to me, but that's okay. Whatever. So let's go ahead and draw this foundation out. I'm going to say it's going to be kind of shaped like that because I want something a little bit different. If we can get away with it, I think that might be good. I want it to be the opposite. I want the sidewalk to go out beside the house, but we'll figure out how to do that stuff later. Let's put this out here. Oh, you know what we could do? We can make this up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to make it a square, but we're going to make this a porch area. So we're going to grab the walls. Oh, baby, I got the ideas flowing. We're on the basement level. I think we need to go to the first floor. Let's try that out. Of course, it's going to get dark right as we do this. And let's go. This is just a paintbrush. We don't want that. We need to actually draw walls now. So we're on the first floor. I guess it knows that. So it knows that it needs to draw walls now. Yeah. Now, if I do that. Okay, yeah, you know what? That's okay. We can do this. And then we can do this right here. And then we can have like a patio situation right here. And I wonder if I put stairs, simple staircase, that's fine. We'll just put this here because I don't know. I think they're all kind of doing that. I don't know if that's a thing we have to do or not. But oh yeah, and look at this. We can select if we want rails or not. That's pretty cool. Or if we want this, oh yeah, we do. Let's actually, yeah, let's do that. I think most of the time it's like this, which I do like, but let's do that right here. And then, did we confirm this yet? I guess it's confirmed. Let's say it is, and then let's go. Oh, look at this, look at this. That's what I was gonna do right there. Look at that right there. If we do that kind right there, we just gotta drag up. That's cool, but it doesn't really fit, does it? That's a way bigger than I anticipated. So I would have to make it go back quite a ways. But we're not going to do that here. But that's something that we could do later. We could have like a stairway on the exterior of the house going up to a second floor patio or something. That could be, in fact, that could be really cool. If I hadn't put this floor here. In fact, can we do that? Can we change such a thing as that right now? Do we want to is the question. If we go back down to basement, get our draw tool pencil out. Let's go, let's hold Q and drag right here. Yes, we can. Okay. So we can do this. And now let's go back up to first floor. Let's grab our staircase, done. And we're gonna go with this one here, and we're gonna drag it up to the second floor there. But I kind of want it sideways. Can I do it? Yeah, there we go, no, I want this one. Read my mind, please. Please read my mind. That gonna, oh, that looks pretty dumb. That is not cool. Okay, let's undo that then. Let's undo that. Okay, not everything is gonna work on your first try, guys. That's okay. Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to go too far, too hard, too fast. So let's just do something simple. Let's start with the first thing just being a simple shape, you know, like something other than a box. So we'll start with that, and then we'll worry about having overhangs and stuff like that later if we can figure that out. So let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's go. I do like the idea of that though, and then having a patio here, but I think it's going to make a roof no matter what we do. Let's leave it for now. We can come back and take it out later. That's what we're going to do. Now, next step is let's go up to floor number 2, and then I'm going to place a draw pencil tool right here. We're gonna, whoa, we can do an overhang. That would be interesting. There we go. So now what we end up with is a little bit of a shape like that, which is cool. Oh, look at this. I didn't even fill it in on the back. So we end up with a cool little shape there, but I am gonna fix that. Let's draw that in. There we go. Oh, need one more little piece here. Can we do it? Can we do it? It can be done. Now this is the thing I don't like, is how this is off-centered. I'm not a fan of that at all, but I don't think we can change it because yeah, hipped is our only option, I think, when we do anything other than like a simple square. But let's try gable. Oh, we can do gabled. Oh, fantastic. I am a fan of that. Awesome. So we'll change. You know what? I'll go through and change this stuff up later. I just kind of wanted to get an idea and kind of show you some of the things that I've learned so far. Well, if we can do that, maybe let's go down to second floor roof, and then we could do this. Boom, there we go, patio on top. What do you think about that? And then I wonder what I'd like to do if I had a patio up on top. I'd like to have some sort of, you know, something. Oh, we totally can do this, guys. We can do it. We can do it. Bear with me. Parapet. A parapet. Look at that right there. That's what I'm talking about. Now, it's going to go everywhere, though. That's the only problem. We may get rid of this and just keep that anyways, because that would be cool, right? So let's make this. How tall we want to make this? Wow, we can go really tall with it, can't we? Let's just make it like this. Because this is going to be somebody's patio up here. We'll put a door up here. That'll be cool, man. It's going to be really cool. We don't need that. Oh, it's going all the way around. I see. Look at this. That could be an issue right there. That's, you know what? Let's do it. If it's gonna be glitchy, then let's just go with it. And let's do just a little bit further out like that. That way, can we get rid of all these glitchies here? Glitches go away, please. What's the deal with the glitches? What's the deal with the glitches? I don't know. We may just have to go with that, and that's going to be part of the design on this one. I don't know. I'll play around with that here in a minute. What does this one do here? The inner depth. Okay. Oh, look at that. It could be really thick. How about that? Okay, man, this game has a lot of potential, guys. I'm telling you. Very cool. Hopefully it doesn't delete all my stuff again. Let's find a good... You know what? Again, we'll find that later. We'll figure that out later. Is that the main stuff that I want to show you guys? I think it is. yeah, you know what? I'm going to keep recording just in case I want to bring you back into something. But I think that's going to be the main stuff on this one. Like I said, I'd love to be able to figure out how to add some of these things to it. That would be really cool. But the problem is they have colliding, and so it's a big issue. These are kind of tough to place. But anyway, I think we got something cool to work with here, guys. And I'm going to see if I remember this time. I'm going to save it, see if I can figure out how to save it in the marketplace. We'll bring it back in just a minute if I find something cool. Alright guys, it's starting to come together. This isn't the best looking house in the world, but it's coming along. We've only got so many options and choices as far as what they give us. So I had to put these doors next to each other on the balcony there, and I found a couple new options here with these windows. So I'm going to put the pretty ones up here in the front, but I do need to delete this still. And so if I hit Q and then I hover over something and hit Q again, boom, it's gone. And that's how that's done. So let's go back in here, and as you can see, I've got a few more options here. I've got some of these small ones now, but they're not great. Like that one's locked, I can't even get that. So I got purple and green and orange. Orange probably would look kind of funky on this house, but I'm trying to make it a little more realistic and a little less cartoony. So can I get a zoom in the right place, please? Thank you very much. So let's just try to finish this thing up here real quick. Like that, right there. And I realized before I was having a really hard time rotating around to the back of the house and I couldn't see everything. I kind of forgot that I can still use my WASD keys. So that'll help you if you come down to that. So again, man, this sunlight is crazy. You can't really see it very well. But we got blue brick on the bottom. So I don't know, I tried a million different things. I wanted brick on the bottom and paneling or something up on top, and like I said, we're pretty limited still on what our options are, so I ended up with this right here. But well, you know, it'll get better over time, of course. So what do we want? Do we have more? We do. No, this is all. I do have a few more options in the lighting department, but none of them are still that great. Let's go with I actually really like this one here, that style for certain things, but it doesn't work for everything. Like I don't think it'll work for this house. This even isn't the greatest, but we're gonna go with it because this isn't, I don't know, I'm not doing modern yet. We might do some modern houses later, but for now, let's see if we can't throw this on here. We're making it really asymmetrical. As you can see, we got the window here, we got that there, kind of balances. Then up here, we'll just do one of these on either side, and I bet those will light up at night. I'm pretty sure they do, and that will look pretty nice. But that right there actually pulls it together. That kind of stuff helps out quite a bit. So there's still a lot of stuff. Man, I cannot, guys. It's not YouTube doing this. This is pretty bad. The look of everything. It's all kind of washed out and everything with the sun being so bright, I suppose, is what's going on. I've got my graphics set on ultra this time, and I think that's what's doing it. I think the shading is a little too intense, so I might switch that back before we go on to the next one. Now, this is a $15,000 house. Let's say that we're done with it here because there's really not a whole lot of other stuff. I don't want to sign on it. I've already got my doors. I've got everything else. You know what? We could use a back door. Would a back door make sense in a house? I think it would. Let's put it on this side over here since the front door's on that side. Let's hit Q to get rid of this window here. Q again, and then let's go to the doors and let's find something real simple. What's an easy, simple door? There we go. That's pretty simple. Let's grab that one there. And we'll put it right in the chow. They're going to need some lights out here, of course. They're going to take these here. That's what they're going to do. They're going to take the, because we don't have blue, do we? So let's get the less attractive ones on the back side, because that's pretty realistic. And we'll just put one right, let's put it right here. And of course, we're going to need a little bit of a stair placement right here, and even though it goes into a little bit of a hill, that's okay. They'll survive. They'll step right out there, and I think it'll be just fine. So yeah, I think that's going to be pretty good. Now we do actually have these spotlight things too. Where are they? Do I have spotlights around here? Oh, you know what? Maybe I don't when I'm building a house. I do when I'm placing stuff around town, like this stuff here. So maybe that's what's going on. All right, so let me see. Okay, if we hit save now, I haven't done this before. Let's hit save. We're going to name this. Okay, let's just name this blue. Oops, let's take the caps away. Blue house, and done. And you know what? It actually doesn't look too bad in that picture. It's this sunlight washing it out. I'm gonna have to change that. Another thing I don't like is I did go with a mansard roof here. A mansard roof makes it perfectly flat. And then I might be able to still show you that, but it doesn't let you pick what's on top. So I'm not a fan of that. I wish you could pick a shingle or something for on the top side of that. So it's a house. This is how much it is. That's how big it is. I guess upload it. So comment. This is a Spartan overdrive. How about that? Overdrive. These design number 1. Keep in mind, guys, I'm very limited on the options that I have, so it's still kind of, like I said, it's still a little bit limited as what we've got to use. So we're going to upload this now, and I guess this will make you guys, I guess this will make this available to you guys. So we'll have to go on the Steam Workshop and see if we can download that later on. That'll be pretty cool. So it is saved now. Let's click this right here. Oh yeah, before I go, I do want to show you this. We're on the first floor. We are gonna go to the roof right here, and this is what I ended up doing with the mansard. I just took everything all the way down, and because before it had some shingling situation up here that looked real weird. In fact, you can kind of see what's going on if I do stuff like this. Oh, not that. I think it's this one here. Yeah, so you can see how those shingles come into place there, and see how there's the line there. I didn't like that, and it looked really weird when it was the other style of roof design there. So what I did is I just went to mansard, flattened it out, and it's just concrete, which is fine. It's not ideal for this. It's actually fine, but what I really don't like is up here on top of this roof, it's just concrete on there too. I would love for the shingles to go up there, but I haven't figured that one out yet. So maybe we'll figure that one out later. But we're gonna say we're done with this house now, and then we can add fences and all kinds of fun designs around it later. Blue oval, what is this? Oval blue. Oh, we get to pick the, so we've got a main door right here, and then we've got a door in the back as well, and I guess it knows we're not going to use those since those are second floor doors. So we're going to go with the oval blue, which is here. If we hit this, it'll take us to it probably. It's going to show it to us from the weird, you know, the wrong angle. But if we go here, it shows, yeah. So that's what we want. We want that to be it, and I'm guessing this means that that's the entrance selected. Good deal. Confirm, and boom. So these guys are going to get to work building this thing for us, and I think let me get this graphic setting down a little bit. I really think that's going to be a big difference for us, and see what it looks like out of the sunshine going on here. And I need to build, I've already built this stuff here, so I don't know why we're having issues here, but I need to build a restaurant next. This house is house number 2, so that'll fulfill our stuff there. I still need to build this stuff, even though I built all of that out there. Apparently it didn't count somehow, but we'll continue that on. We'll fix that up real quick here. Guys, look at this. Oh my goodness, we could have done this. This is what we'll do next time. We can place this up here. I can make it smaller. This would have been perfect right here. This wall right here. The only problem is, obviously, they're a little hard to place. And if you try to place them, can I do something like right here? Perhaps, you know what, actually, they could have a little bit of a brick wall. They've got a nicer house here, so let's just go ahead and do it. Let's maximize this. How big can we make it? That's pretty big. Let's go to about right here. And car, get out of my way, please. And we're gonna do, let's put it back to here. And is that a good location? I think it is. If I hit F now, we place that, and the next one goes right next door. Now the problem is it's gonna, yeah, see, that's the problem right there. That is the problem, is it does not want to do what I want it to do. It's gonna be up a little high, but that's okay. I think we can live with that. Let's go right there with that. And I think that's probably good on that side. Let's go ahead and put one here just so we can have it. And then, come on, the placement on this stuff is muy difícil. Behave now. You know what? What if I come up here? What if I do this? Let's turn around and do it this way. Does that work? I don't know if I'm going to get the exact same. I don't know if it's going to be even with the other side, but let's say that that's good right there. And then all we got to do now is do a little bit of rotate action and come over here. Can't move because my, let's see, let's do it like this. I know I could figure it out one day. Okay, there we go. So we got this going. Is that a 90-degree angle though? That's the question is. Does it look 90? It's pretty close, but not quite. Rotate, and boom. There we go right there. I do believe that is correctamundo. Now, do we want to go, how do we want to go from here? Do we want to be on the outside or the inside? I'm going to say inside. But again, placement is, oh, there we go, man. We got some clipping there. That's what we want. This kind of stuff is what makes me, there we go, perfect. F. All right, perfect. This is the kind of stuff, well, I say as perfect as it's going to get, right? This is the kind of stuff, though, that makes me feel like, or makes me think about Planet Coaster and how great the clipping and all the different options are there, and even City Skylines. They really need, I hope they do, implement something like that eventually, because it is pretty crazy. That's perfect. That's exactly. Oh, you know what? I can't get that yet, can I? What can I get? I can just get a single. Oh, see it? That's new. All that's new. Okay, so all I can do is that right now. We'll come back and get that eventually and place that right here. I think that'll fit perfectly. But this just looks ratty, right? It's all broken down and everything. Not a fan of that, but look at this. Look what else we can do now. We've got some other options. We've got bushes, just like this. And we've got a hedge right here. And these people, we want a hedge with flowers. And look how humongous it is. Oh my goodness. Let's do a little bit of a rotate. It takes forever. Hang on. We're almost there. It's going. It's going. And boom, we're done. Okay, now it's going to go here, and then we're going to use our arrow keys to shrink it on down. And we're going to put it in front of this, I think, and hold up traffic while we're at it. And I need to rotate it a little further that way. There we go. And let's make this thing fairly small, because I want to see the this stuff in the background. Actually, let's start it over here. It's going to cover that up, isn't it? Let's not do that here. I don't want it to cover up the wall. I thought that was a good idea, but let me show you. I just wanted to show you that was a thing that we can do now. But if I escape, nope, that's not what works. Hit the X button. How about that? If I come over here, you can see I've already started a little bit of decoration right here. We got some bushes right here because this thing was hanging off the edge. I figured that would kind of help cover that up. Put a rock right here with the idea that I was going to put some bushes in here before I realized that they were so humongous. And this is a small, the same thing without flowers, really small over here. I still haven't changed out of the texture pack or the shader, whatever the ultra settings are. So I need to do that still to take a look at this stuff in a little bit better lighting. But yeah, you know what? I think it's going together. And this kind of stuff, guys, man, this is what I like. This is like Minecraft and all these other artistic, creative games. It's this little stuff. This little stuff is what's going to make a difference. And I'm learning it. We're going to get some good stuff. Now, if they can fix this kind of stuff and allow clipping, that is what's going to really take this game to the next level. Hopefully they do that for us here pretty soon. That would be awesome. I would actually like that before the terrain modification that I was so sold on last episode, because now I figured out a workaround for that. But yeah, that's pretty cool. These bushes going around everything, trees, fences, all that stuff, man, that's what's going to be awesome. And if we can, the cool thing is you can actually implement that into the house itself once that it's already built. Like we could have made the patio around the top or whatever, which would have actually made this house look a whole lot better. It would have had this parapet or whatever, however you call it, going around the edge there. I think that would be pretty sweet, guys, pretty sweet. But here's the deal. I still need to do the restaurant, and also the other thing I need to do is this right here, but the problem is it's not doing it. So I think it's broken again, which really upsets me. I'm not too upset, because I did enjoy that we did something totally different this time than last time, even though we went down the same methods. I built a couple kind of custom houses. That one was totally custom. But I think this one is still my favorite right here. That's a pretty cool looking one right there. But anyways, I think that means that the game is broken again. So I don't know. We may have to take a break from this game for a little while. It just kind of depends. But if I can make sure this stuff saves for me, I want to keep playing this game, guys. And you guys are going to like it because I said so. That's why. So hopefully this all works out for us in the future. But like I said, right now we're kind of frozen right here for some reason. So we're going to have to call it quits right here for today, guys. But cross your fingers and hope and pray. Hopefully this thing will get fixed up here pretty soon. Tweet at the devs, and I'll leave a link to them in the description and let them know we want to play this game. So get the saves fixed, man. Get the saves fixed and all the other good stuff that we want done. And man, this is going to be cool, guys. I mean, we're looking at potentially taking something that's combining City Skylines with a little bit of Minecraft, with a little bit of, yeah, because you got your little character and everything, and then you've got some Planet Coaster, all the good classic games combined here. I think this has got super awesome potential, guys. So let's support the devs and tell them how much we want them to make this thing a real thing, make it really awesome, and we'll stick with it through this early access, hopefully. As long as they get the saves fixed, I'm going to keep playing it. So any hoozle, guys, I've been talking about absolutely nothing forever now. We got 3 people in this town. Since when did we get 3 people? Let's check this out. We got 3 citizens, and we only got 2 houses. I bet this house is big enough maybe that it's got two people living in it. That might be what's going on right there. Might be what's going on, guys. And apparently two auto cars, 2 self-driven cars going on. All right, guys, take it easy. Until next time, and we'll see you then.